I'm going to show you the top 4 ways women manipulate you in a relationship so that you don't end up falling the victim of these bitches' fuckery, bro. Because you don't want that to happen to you. Don't be a victim. This is Jen with SeductionUnleashed.com, help you unleash your best with women and beyond. And if it's your first time to this channel and you're interested in dating, relationships, self-improvement, and motivational content, start now by hitting that subscribe and bell notification so you can join that Unleashed notification gang, bro, so you don't miss anything. Number 1, this is my favorite, because I'm sure we're all fucking familiar with this one, which is playing the female card. You ever have a girl maybe start something and then you argue back, and then before you know it, she got sensitive or touched, and now she's fucking crying, and now you are consoling her despite the fact that you started it, bitch. It makes no sense. But you have to consider something for a second. You know, if there's a sun and there's a moon, right, and they're the feminine to our masculine, you know, everything that we operate out of comes from a masculine disposition. So everything they're gonna operate from, it has to naturally come from a feminine, passive disposition. We can't play the female victim card because we're not built to be like, oh, I'm so helpless. If we do that shit, everyone's just gonna be like, what the fuck, you're a man, stop being a pussy. However, on the other end, females, they can't go, hey, do this shit, motherfucker, I'm gonna punch you in the face. They don't have that. So their biggest weapon has to come in the form of being passive. So that's not gonna come in the form of getting angry and punching and screaming, and not that they don't do that, but the point is their biggest weapon is gonna come from that passive place, and that's usually playing the victim. When things get really hard, they can just play the victim, and people will just naturally white knight girls, and it's almost like nature inherently built dudes to white knight women. That's like their biggest strength, because again, if we're physically superior and mentally, and we can build all these systems, and they can't quite do that at our level, it's like, where does their strength come from? Where does their biggest power come from? It has to come from the fact that they're a girl, that people will supplicate to them naturally. The power of the pussy is real, gentlemen, because people always talk about how women were oppressed throughout history. Now, I don't know. I'm not one of these people who tries to pretend I knew when Abraham Lincoln was wiping his ass in the fucking 1800s or whatever the case. But I can't imagine looking at all the dudes who white knight, who simp, who sacrificed their life, my fair lady. I can't imagine that throughout history that same shit wasn't going on. Like, throughout history, a pretty girl walks in the room, guess what? All the motherfucking dudes in there are looking. So I can't imagine that some pretty girl back in history had every dude just like, whatever, you fucking female, you're so inferior. Like, no, they were probably fucking simping and white knighting just as bad, if not even worse, because back then dudes were like fucking stabbing each other with swords. So dudes were just like, I'm gonna kill this motherfucker if it means I get some pussy, because dudes do that today. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers get locked up for some bitch, for killing some dude over some bitch, and then you know what she's doing? You think she's gonna spend the rest of her life mourning you while you in fucking prison over killing somebody? Hell no. Now, I know that's off topic, but I just had to get that shit off my chest as someone who grew up in the Bronx, who grew up in the hood, who have seen dudes, like, get into life-threatening type situations over a fucking bitch, and it'll be like the ratchetest bitch that is not even worth it. Number 2, using indirect language to get you to make decisions. You ever dated a girl and maybe she likes you and it's obvious that she wants you to fucking cuff her, wife her, make her your girlfriend or whatever the case is? Now, can you even count the amount of time, say even on your left hand, that they've actually said straight up to you like, hey, would you like to be my boyfriend? Or hey, I would like to be your girlfriend? Hell no. This shit is never gonna happen. I've never seen it. If you see it, please feel free to email me at seductionunleashedcoach@gmail.com. I'll give you a free coaching session on the spot, even though, to be honest, if you got bitches doing that, you probably don't even need it. Now, here's what 99% of females will actually do. What they'll actually do is they'll just say something indirect, because again, they're passive creatures, so they're full of shit. Everything they do is tiptoeing, tap dancing around the fucking issue. So instead, when they feel really good towards you, or maybe you just got done having sex with them, or maybe you just started having sex with them and now they know that, they already gave their power away. If you notice, girls will never do this before you have sex with them. It's always after they already gave you their pussy, which is their biggest weapon, because they don't have fucking charm. They can't, girls can't charm their way into anything. Even with this example aside, this is often just how females communicate in general. You know, when a girl goes, oh, you're going out with your friends? Oh, okay. And she acts passive. You know what she's doing? She's trying to fucking manipulate you. She's trying to manipulate you, but she's not a dude. So she's not gonna go, hey, listen, you know, I don't really like someone who does that, or whatever the case. She doesn't even necessarily have to be angry. She could be totally neutral, just like these are the lines that I have. But they won't do that. They're just gonna be passive aggressive. They're just gonna try to manipulate you and communicate with you through those means. And what's really frustrating is that they'll play dumb when you actually call them out on this shit. Number 3, guilt trips you while claiming it's out of love. Now, they say there's 2 ways to build the biggest building in town. Maybe you've heard this before. You can either build the biggest, awesomest building in fucking town, or you can tear down all the fucking other buildings around you. Unfortunately, most people choose the latter method. And when it comes to women, most women, pretty much all women, choose the latter method. When they especially fall into this when it comes to trying to make you do things. For example, if you get into a relationship with a girl and you have an awesome life, people love you, there's all this attention around you, and she meets you and she's like, wow, he's the shit, so now I like him. The funny part is, over time, when you're in a relationship with a girl, is they'll actually subconsciously hold you back, literally make you worse as a person, because they feel as if they suck so much that instead of just being awesome and catching up to your level, they're just gonna bring you down and guilt trip you and make little comments that eat at your fucking soul. Here's an example of what I mean. Maybe you wanna go to the gym and then a girl goes, why you going to the gym, Mamie? You're fine. I love you just the way you are. Bitch, why are you saying that to me? It's good if I go to the gym. You want me to have a fucking heart attack before 50? Why would you encourage someone not to go to the gym? It's obvious what she's doing. It's because she's a lame bitch, and instead of going to the fucking gym and, you know, being awesome and stepping her fucking game up, like, if you're so scared that you're gonna lose me or lose the guy, step your fucking game up as opposed to trying to bring him down. So say you're about to go out with your friends and then she goes, oh, you're going out with your friends? Okay. And then you're like, oh, what, baby? No, I don't have to go if you don't want me to go. No. It's fine if you don't. Bitch, what the fuck are you doing? You just gave this dude a hard fucking time, and now you're sitting there playing dumb. Oh, no, I don't care. Bitch, you obviously fucking care. And over time, these type of things, they wear on you. They get on your fucking nerves. You need to be aware of this and not let her just manipulate you into thinking that, oh no, it's because I just love you so much that I can't control myself. I want you all to myself until I have no life. And then when I have no life, because I spent the whole time going after you and trying to spend all my time with you, then by the end of it, they're like, you know, I'm bored. I don't really have a life. And then they're unhappy. And then what? Now it's on you? Dude, fuck that shit. Live your life. Don't let any girl guilt trip you or bring you down from being your best because she feels that she can't keep up. That's on her. Number 4, befriends and uses your family. Now, not every girl does this, but this is just something that's more so to consider, because here's the reality. If you're with a girl and you're real serious with her and then you break up, and this is a girl who's met your family and you're letting her build a relationship with your sister, with your mother, guess what? It's going to be very difficult if, say, you break up with her or she becomes toxic and you need to cut her out of your life. It's just something to consider, because, you know, it's difficult when you're not with a girl, whatever the case, and then you got, you know, your mom like, hey, what happened to so-and-so? You know, I really liked her. She was a really good girl. And then you got your sister, your family, and everyone's asking, and you're just like, man, I don't even want to say what's happening right now. So this is just really a step to consider, you know, your actions when you meet a girl, and how, you know, how soon you want to just bring her into your people, your area, you know, because I had a girl once say to me, whatever, I know where you live. Now, it wasn't on anything too crazy, but it was just a little comment she said, and for some reason, it just got under my skin, because I'm not gonna lie, something about someone just going, I know where you live, it's like, you know, like there's a power in that. There's a power in her knowing your people, knowing where you stay at. So really just consider the people that you bring into your circle of people that love you, who really love you, not just because you make their pussy wet or you make them feel good. I'm talking about people who are gonna love you regardless if you stimulate them emotionally or sexually or whatever the case. I'm talking real unconditional love, not the goofy shit that bitches promote everywhere. You ever ask a bitch what love means? You ever ask a girl what love means? You know, they initiate every divorce, but yet every girl has a million definitions of what love is. Ask them. They all have some different, super poetic, nice sounding answer, yet it's all you bitches that want to be like, hey, you know, I'm just not really feeling it. Well, what happened to all the love? What happened to the love, baby? It's conditional, right? It's conditional on the fact of if you feel it or not. So what is love then? It's just a feeling, and feelings don't last forever. So keep this shit in mind. So if you enjoyed that kick-ass video and you want to see more amazing, unpolitically correct advice on dating, relationships, self-improvement, and motivational content, start now by clicking that subscribe and bell notification so you can join that notification gang, bro, so you don't miss anything. So with that being said, gentlemen, unleash your best, and remember, until next time, confidence is bred by competence. Peace.